Hello and welcome to the 1995 Embassy World Pool Championships from the Park Hall Hotel near Chorley in Lancashire. Remember, we're guaranteed a new men's champion here this year after the defeat in the quarter-finals of Rob McKenna by Daz Ward. You'll gather from that there have been plenty of surprises during the course of this championship already, and I can certainly guarantee you at least one more twist. He's Jason Twist. He plays in our next quarter-final. He takes on Stacey Vine. Now, Jason Twist has been playing this game since he was 12 years of age, and he says that his lifetime's ambition is to become world champion. Not surprisingly, that's an ambition shared by his opponent Stacey Vine, an engineer by trade, who's hoping that his game is in full working order tonight. Let's meet the players now with our MC, Alan Hughes.
And first, the player having a terrific tournament with a fine open attacking game to beat them all. The only amateur left in the tournament. He is an England international, and he has had fine wins over Mike Delahunty, Steve Palmer and Kevin Wright to earn him this richly deserved quarter-final place. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to welcome from Northampton the very talented Stacey Vine. And his opponent, seeded number 7 for this event, is also an England international and a former Brunswick Masters champion, and wins over Eleno Bailey, Frederick Bulliard and Nigel Davis have seen him in great shape for tonight's battle. Ladies and gentlemen, from Ilfracombe, the Devondishire, will you welcome the tornado himself, Jason Twist. Now will you welcome our referee for this evening, Mike Regan.
Stacey, best of luck.
So the referee, Mike Regan,
First frame then,
just kicking things off.
Last quarter-final, Jason Twist to break.
And this quarter-final features Jason Twist, an English international, against Stacey Vine, yet another international. So the home country well represented. And Jason breaking off.
Open table.
And nothing into any pockets, so it's an open table for Stacey. And these two obviously will know each other's games inside and out. There'll be no surprises. Each will know exactly what they have to do.
Red ball's in play.
Confirmation that reds have been chosen. Stacey, 6 years older than his counterpart here. And those 6 years of experience won't help him if he's going to miss balls like that. Looks like a tactical ploy by the 27-year-old Jason Twist. And only time will tell how it comes in. Very fortunate again to be joined by an expert, our resident expert, especially given the fact that these two players are English internationals. Who better than the English team manager, Alan Bartlett. Alan, welcome again. I know that you and I talked just a little earlier about this match. Very difficult to pick a winner.
Yes, it will be. They're two of the more unfamiliar names in the England team. They're both fine potters. I make Jason slight favourite to win the match, but Stacey has the best chance to make the opening frame.
And that obviously given the fact, the way the balls lie, tactical play always comes in to a large extent in 8-ball pool.
Yes, Jim, it's Jason Twist for the last 2 years has just failed to reach the television stages. We've all felt that the 8-foot table would suit him. His chance is there this year. He's a 1-4-3 man at snooker, so potting the balls on the bigger table shouldn't be a problem to him.
Yeah, it's really amazing how many snooker players have converted into this game and how many are turning that into moderate success.
The more success we have at pool, the more snooker players I think we'll get into it.
Advantageous there for Stacey. Early days, a cool head needed. Looking like nothing short of a tornado. Saving Jason Twist now. Black gone. Stacey Vine opens accounts here in this quarterfinal. He takes the opening frame and he leads Jason Twist 1-0.
Second frame, Stacey Vine to break, leading 1 frame to 0.
So Stacey Vine breaking off here in frame 2. He'll be eager to try and give himself a 2-frame cushion. No better way to start it than with a good break. He needs something to drop.
Yellow ball spotted.
Yellow ball in. Open table for Stacey. And look where that white ball is finished.
Red's nominated. Red ball's in play.
He's been very unlucky there as Stacey. He's bumped the red out from the black. He's left his white up in the corner jaws. He must take the long red up the side cushion. And although he's missed that red,
Yellow ball's to play.
he's got the initiative in this game.
And of these two, really, Alan, Jason Twist a little younger, and yet you would favor him slightly. Would you say he's a better tactical player than Stacey?
No, I wouldn't say that. There's not a lot to choose between them. They both like to pot the balls. It's just the fact that when the balls are open, Jason doesn't look like missing in the team events. It looks certain here that Stacey will go 2-0 in front. The kiss of death.
Better get used to it. It's been known to strike when least expected.
Very slow start from Jason. Once the cue gets warmed up, we might see a few finishes in a row. Stacey needs to get a couple of frames on the board. So when the tornado starts to fly, he's going to be difficult to hold. He's tried to buy himself some time there, but I feel Stacey will simply put the red off the side cushion and over towards the other corner. Jason needs to buy himself one shot to remove the 2 yellows from the bottom cushion. Well, he's got a chance to take them on now. He'll take the plant on into the bottom corner. The second yellow ball will come away from the cushion and give him a chance to steal this frame. Obviously, he's feeling a little bit tense, because normally Jason would be down and playing this shot by now. He's chosen a safety.
I'm not sure it is safe.
Stacey's going to roll this red ball right up the cushion, trying to lodge it into this corner bag.
Terrific pot, that one, Alan.
Well, he had the option. If he didn't get the pot, the red would have sat in the pocket. But the positioning isn't all that good. This isn't an easy pot. The middle pocket lingers for the white. It could be very difficult to get on the next ball. Although he had a good pot up the cushion, the white ball wasn't in position. And now Twist's got his first real chance to show whether or not he's going to make an impact on this quarter-final match.
Well, certainly, first real opportunity for Jason Twist. All the yellows readily available. Just a matter of going through the motions.
He'll take the ball over the bag now and come around the back of the other 2 yellows, but he's got to leave himself an angle off the last yellow to get behind the black. A brilliant shot. He's got a nice angle here to just stun up the table a little, roll the yellow into the same pocket and come behind the black. A slight bit of right-hand side on this one, and if he's short, the black ball will probably go into the centre.
He'll be happy with that one, Alan.
That's perfect.
Right into the pocket, and the second frame goes to Jason Twist, and he ties it up against Stacey Vine. It's a best-of-17 encounter, this quarterfinal. We're finally perched at 1 frame apiece. And Jason really set that frame up with a good positional shot. You mentioned he had to leave himself an angle on the last yellow, and didn't he do well? Dropped that white right up in behind the black. And just look at that. Couldn't have asked for a better shot.
You're watching.
Alan, you said you made him slight favorite at the
Third
outset.
frame, Jason to break.
Yes, I
Score,
do.
1 frame each.
Stacey should have got a 2-0 lead there. And if you start to throw frames away, and it starts to prey on your mind, you've got to put them behind you. And the thing with Twisty is that he's not going to make that many mistakes when the balls are open. That was a better finish than it looked.
Open table.
Surprising how many games there's not a ball going down. Smashing the balls open, but they're not finding the pockets.
And 2 frames a row, that white has gone near a corner pocket. And the last one, it was the top corner. That instance, the bottom.
Open table.
Still an open table.
That was very loose from Stacey, and I expect Jason to finish these. He can work his way in between the 4 red balls in a cluster by the black, and with the other 3 red balls all in positions to pot.
Red ball's in play.
He'll settle for that one.
didn't waste any time at all attacking those reds.
He's got one difficult ball he's got to overcome. That's the one directly behind the black. It's quite tight into the middle. He may play for it now.
Well, he certainly seems to have settled in, as you suggested. Once he's notched his first frame, looking much more confident at the table.
Yes, and it was noticeable that Stacey missed the first ball. It's Stacey now that looks to be a little tense. Jason seems to have calmed down. And Stacey must be careful Jason doesn't race away with this match. He still has this one bad ball. I can't imagine it passes between the black and yellow into the top corner. It looks like he must move it this shot. He's chosen to drop behind it, and he looks quite good.
Well, our camera angle right behind that, and what a great pot that is for Jason Twist.
This one's quite tough, Jim. He's bridging over the yellow. Good test of cueing. Brilliant shot.
He's looking a different player than he did in frame one. And what a finish this would be.
Superb.
And there it is, black ball disappears, and with it, Jason Twist takes a 2-frame-to-1 advantage now in this race to 9. And what a shot that he knocked into the center pocket. Our camera ended up getting right behind it, and that was a very acute angle, and it went in so clean. He's got to be brimming with confidence at the moment.
Fifth frame, Jason Twist to break, leading 3 frames to 1.
Big break there, maximum displacement of the balls.
But for the third time in a row, no ball down for Jason.
And really, the break is really big. If you can keep control of the table, you're installed as a firm favorite for that frame.
Red ball's in play.
A good shot there for Stacey. He's got a big chance of taking a frame back. He really must take this frame. Can't allow Jason to move 3 frames in front. Another good pot from Stacey. He may well play the plant.
It really looks like you've got a lot of solid performers on this English side, Alan.
They're a superb team. They've been together now for 4 or 5 years, most of them. 6 or 7 of them went out to Australia together. They played in the World Championships together. And they really are a solid team. This man's an odd one out, really, because he doesn't play in the regular tournaments throughout the year. The England thing has been his main objective every year. The World Championships is big competition. And to display the pool he's displayed this year without regular match practice is amazing. This could have been a lot easier. He would have liked to have had the white on the right-hand side of the table as we look, so he could come around the back for the black. He's looking at playing well, he's still got a little bit of angle, as you can see from the close-up. Too firm.
Control there was everything. You saw a shake of the head from Stacey. He's got a very fine clip. The black into this corner, and it's there. Tremendous shot from Stacey, and the perfect reply. He stopped the rot. He's pulled one back. He now trails by just one odd frame at 3 frames to 2. And obviously that last red to black, that was the shot. He made it a little more difficult than he would have liked, but he certainly did pot a great black at the end of it. But really, had he gone a little further with the white, that shot wouldn't even have been on.
The difficulty for him was that he wanted to drop the ball in and come around the back of the black. But if he did that and the white ball turned the slightest on the nap, he could have ended up missing the pot. So the players prefer to power the balls into the corner.
Yes, it was a big frame for Stacey. And these two obviously friends off the table as well.
There's no malice whatsoever with these two. They were practicing together out the back before the start of the game. They'll have wished each other all the best. And whoever wins, there'll be no malice after the match.
6th frame, Stacey Vine to break, trailing 3 frames to 2.
So Stacey Vine will be breaking off here in the 6th frame. He's down that one odd frame. A good break could put that all right.
Open table.
Nothing down again. And it looks a little bit messy. And there's just the 2 clusters of 2 balls. One near the top corner pocket and one on the side cushion on the opposite side of the table. If Jason chooses to go for these balls, he will have to choose yellows, I feel.
And again, looking to disturb the awkward balls at his earliest convenience will be Jason Twist.
Yellow balls in play.
He may choose to screw straight back off this ball and try and disturb the 2 on the side cushion.
He's having a good look, Alan. Always difficult to tell from our position whether he has an angle or not, and apparently he didn't.
As you said earlier, the later he leaves it to move the balls, the more difficult it becomes. Because it doesn't leave him other balls on the table to move after the balls he's knocked loose. Superb cueing. That ball's going to be difficult to get onto. I feel he must just tap this yellow ball into the jaws of the corner pocket and try and move them later.
Reds to play.
And you, obviously being the England manager, understand all about tactics, because I'm sure you'll act as a coach as well.
Well, Jason Twist is close to me, because when I first got in the England team, the same year Jason Twist got in the England team as a player. And we've played together in the team for 4 or 5 years until I took over the manager's job last year. So we've travelled up and down the country to England matches. Stacey Vine, on the other hand, came in the team the year before us.
Well, Stacey just knocked in a great red. And in so doing, moved that yellow that Jason had put over the pocket.
Well, what he's done there is he's left a big bag. Fortunately, Jason can't put the yellow over the pocket and disturb the yellow by the red with this shot. I think he may just tuck this one over the corner further.
Always looked like being a tactical battle right from the break off. Too many awkward balls.
Stacey's chosen to pot the red because he feels that Jason's got the initiative and he wants to try and take over the pocket in the opposite corner. He could... And he's played a good shot there. Completely turned the frame around. You may find Jason drop this yellow in onto the red and leave the white touching the red ball on the side cushion.
Foul, 2 visits.
Well, he's not succeeded. He's freed the pocket, and this should be easy for Stacey. He's got a good angle there to move down the table.
A lot of intensity that was shown on the face of Jason Twist, but right now the man at the table, Stacey Vine, he's got the luxury of having 2 visits, so he can afford a miss.
Second visit.
He couldn't afford to roll that ball up the cushion because he'd have snookered himself on the black. He's had to play the ball with force so he can get out onto the black ball, and he's been fortunate. The red ball could easily have gone away from the pocket.
This black, and Stacey Vine will have taken the last 2 frames. And with it, he has squared accounts here in this best of 17 quarterfinal. It's a race to 9, and it couldn't be any closer. 3 frames apiece.
Frame 8, Stacey to break, trailing 4 frames to 3.
Again, powerful break from Stacey Vine.
Open table.
But once again, a ball wasn't potted. It's interesting to note that neither of these players are using a breaking cue.
And always risky to do damage to your tip.
It certainly is, but the breaking cue has a much bigger tip, and they seem to get much more force into the balls. In the last match, we saw that Terry Hunt went out with a breaking cue, but after 2 or 3 frames, he wasn't potting anything with it. He chose to use his own cue and move the white ball over to the side of the table.
Yellow ball's in play.
And he had much more success with that.
There's the break cue that Stacey Vine refuses to take on use on the break. Wonder why he brought it.
Well, a chance for Stacey to level the match now.
Reds to play.
He has 3 balls near the cushion, but they all pot. The difficult one is going to be the one just above the baulk line. He's got a yellow to help him in with this one up the side cushion. This is the key ball. If this ball goes in, I think we could have 4-4 at the interval. And it does.
He started this match out very strongly, won the opening frame, and then he was kept in his seat for the most part. So this is really a great reply.
These are the shots that are so difficult on television. Gentle stun shots. Cueing has to be so good. He may just be able to see enough of the red to slide it up the cushion. He's hit the yellow ball. The referee hasn't picked that one up. I'm certain that Stacey's clipped the edge of the yellow ball there on the way through to his reds.
Well, it might well turn into a winner regardless. Obviously, Jason must not have seen that. If possible, we'll try and show that particular shot at the end of this particular frame.
In the team event, Stacey was playing in the second frame, and he felt that the French player against him had touched the top of a ball with his cue, and that one was missed. So if he did get away with that one, perhaps he feel that's kind of some retribution.
Regardless, this black into the left middle for a 4-4. And it's there. Good execution by Stacey Vine. And he is pulled even in this match. It's a best of 17 quarterfinal here in the 1995 Embassy Pool Championship. And we're going to have another look at that shot. Here it is. And there you can definitely see that the yellow ball moved.
Frame 10, Stacey to break. Trailing 5-4.
So down the odd frame, Stacey Vine breaks off in frame 10. He's really battled this match. He's been behind, and he's fought back.
Open
It's Stacey's turn not to pot a ball off the break. The red balls are all set for Jason to make a winning clearance. He'll try and take the red away from the top corner at early stages, because if he leaves that one there, he hasn't got a path for the other red ball, which stands about 2 feet off the top cushion.
And no one knowing Jason better than yourself, Alan. Very aggressive by nature. So you know, he's thinking about getting out. Just a matter of how he's going to go about doing it.
The difficulty on these big tables are that if you get a little bit out of position, you have to choose to go another way. You can't manipulate the white ball into positions. You've got to play true shots. He's got himself into a little bit of a mess here. He needs to make this pot into the centre and take total control of the top corner. If he allows Stacey a shot, Stacey will surely run a yellow up that side cushion.
30 seconds remaining.
Really like a game of chess on a pool table. Gotta have your thinking cap on.
And it's so difficult when the pressure's on to play them touch shots and drop those balls so close to the corner. It looks like the plant, and roll the red towards the corner. If it goes in, it's a bonus. Well, that's a very strange shot. Stacey has the opportunity now to put the yellow ball into the centre and drive the yellow on the side cushion up into this corner bag. If he covers the bag, he takes control of the game.
And sometimes that's all it takes is a mistake and a lapse in strategy, and tables can be turned right around, and he's doing exactly what you would have told him to do.
He's played this shot much too firm. He's neither gone for the pot nor the safety, but he's been fortunate. He's left the white behind the yellow at the bottom of the table. And this game's completely transformed. Jason must make an attempt to hit one of his red balls. He's successful.
Good contact made. A smattering of applause.
We may now see Stacey testing this yellow ball into the bottom corner pocket. It's a very difficult shot, but he seems to have no other option. And he's gone for the safety. And he's been very lucky where the yellow ball's gone. It's covered the black and half covered one of Jason's red balls. He's played a good shot there, but I think he's been very unlucky. I think there's still a gap for the yellow ball to pass. Will he play to cover the bag, or will he go for this clear-up? He's played it well.
A good blocker there. Jason Twist again coming to the table. He's not in an enviable position.
What Jason will try to do is cover the opposite corner pocket. He'll play the plant, one red onto the other, cover the corner to give himself a chance to clear the red away from the yellow ball. And he's just taken the one ball. He's going to take a chance. He's going to knock this yellow ball in, Stasis.
Not necessarily what you would have recommended, Alan.
I think it's very cheeky. It's really testing Stacey's bottle in this position. One would expect Stacey to make this clearance. He thinks it comes out. He's right.
What a tremendous pot that is. Fully deserving of landing on another red.
He's been very unlucky. He's played a superb shot. He's not playing the double. He's playing a little stun shot into the middle and trying to disturb the red for the top cushion. Better than that, he's dropped on it.
Terrific display of potting from Jason Twist here. And what a tremendous clearance this would be. And now almost a certainty, Alan.
Well, you can see what a good potter he is. He thinks up shots I wouldn't even dream of. Fantastic finish
For
there.
Jason Twist taking that frame with authority. Now 2 frames in front yet again. He leads Stacey Vine in this best of 17 quarterfinal by 6 frames to 4.
You're watching Sky Sports 2.
Sky Sports presents the second Benson and Hedges Cup semi-final first leg as ice hockey's Humberside Hawks entertain the Nottingham Panthers. It's fast and furious action, live and exclusive. The Hawks versus the Panthers, tomorrow at 7 on Sky Sports.
You want a taste you can't resist? Then have Pringles cross your lips. Pop, the Pringles can't stop. Pop, the Pringles can't stop. You've got the stack, you've got the crunch for a whole lot of taste at the Pringles Crunch. Pop, the Pringles can't stop. Pop, the Pringles can't stop. Yeah, once you pop, you can't stop.
Safeway's ABC card is the only supermarket loyalty card that gives you money off your shopping or something worth even more.
If you think I'm going to settle for that when there's a Mr. Blobby cake up there, you better think again.
It's the only supermarket loyalty card that offers you savings on family days out.
Well, I reckon we should go for the free family cinema ticket, but you can't snog Mum in the back row. It's in the small print, see?
And whether you decide on a free product, a free service, or money off, it couldn't be easier to use.
Gonna look after Mummy's ABC card.
You haven't got one with the whole alphabet on, have you?
ABC, the card of choice.
Go. What is all this about fibre? This has got fibre in it, whereas this has got just taste in it. Not gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Stop.
You're watching Autumn Turn Gold, as Arthur's got a new minder, Gary Webster.
I'm appointing you my official bodyguard.
On the YTS, is he?
More funny business in the city, capital city. And Linda LaPlante's widows are about to become prime suspects.
How does a million split four ways sound?
What?
It's all the widows.
There's wartime drama in Danger UXB.
Sticky.
With Anthony Andrews. You'll find a different breed of hero in Dad's arm. You've been watching UK Gold. Prime time all the time.
They don't like it up.
If you like Newspillers Perfect, call 0990 100 300 and try a free can. Or give it your cat.
So you want to rent Outbreak?
Yeah, good film, nice length, good colour, good quality, good production. Really enjoyed it. Yeah. Haven't got it.
Well, you better go to Blockbuster Video. We stock more copies of the big films than anyone. Does your video shop stock as many copies?
No.
The conspirators will do anything to get their hands on Thomas Vane. Where am I? But they're not the only ones.
We're not them.
It's a nightmare.
What is this place? It's a place where you can be safe and have friends.
In broad daylight.
No one's a prisoner here.
The chase continues.
You're just not a team player, Tom.
Sponsored by Yorkman, Nowhere Man. Tuesday at 8, followed by Chicago Hope on Sky One Primetime.
Frame 12, Stacey Vine to break, trailing 6 frames to 5.
Breaking now, Stacey Vine. He's the elder statesman here. But
Open
both
table.
players have really struggled with the break.
If he's an elder statesman, I'm not sure where that leaves us.
I mean, the elder statesman between the two.
Yellow ball's in play.
Yellow ball's in play for Jason Twist.
And this looks bad for Stacey. He's got back into the match at 6-5. Smashed the balls open. And he hasn't had that little bit of luck you need. The marvellous thing about this game is that no matter how good you're playing, if you don't get a little bit of that lady luck from the break, there's nothing you can do when you're sat in that chair. Jason's missed that pot, and it looks like he's left the red into that corner. But at the same time, he's been fortunate. Stacey may have to take on a long red up into the top corner to get there.
And the familiar face, I'm sure, for you, Alan. The inaugural world champion in this Embassy tournament, Kevin Wright, and an interested onlooker.
Stacey's roommate at all these events, and what a fantastic man he is. He lost to Stacey at the early stages of this competition, but when the England players have been playing today, he's been in there all day supporting them.
Great pot from Stacey there.
The key ball is going to be when he slides the red in past the yellow. He needs to move the yellow from the pocket to allow his other red ball to go up there. But he's a lot of work to do before he gets all of them. Superb accuracy. The accuracy needed to slide that ball in past there at that pace is tremendous. These fellas really are master cuemen. You may not have seen much of them before, but they really are good people with cues.
Spoken like the England team manager. Good people.
That was a little disappointing, that shot. All them good shots he's pulled out, and then he's played a negative shot which may have left Jason in. These two fellas really are pulling big shots out. The question is if you can slide past the red to play the plant into the middle.
30 seconds remaining.
We haven't heard that 30-second warning often, but certainly worth remembering that these players have to play their shots, just as Jason did very successfully there, within a minute time frame, and they're warned at 30 seconds, otherwise a foul.
As you said, with these two fellas, you'll not hear it very often. They're both very quick players. Very quick, very fluent. Another superb shot from Jason. You'll probably have to feed the white ball between the two reds on the top of the table and back around. Well, he's not. He's screwing the white ball.
Is he hard enough?
Yes, he is.
If he is, it's by a whisker. Can't tell from the overhead camera. And there you see it clearly. He's really made some terrific clearances in this match, and that for me is the difference.
Yes, he's looked just a little bit more confident in the clearances. He's gone all out for the clearances.
The black departs, and Jason Twist reinstates that 2-frame cushion. He leads Stacey Vine by 7 frames to 5 in this best of 17 quarterfinal.
Frame 13, Jason Twist to break.
And they're doing themselves a load of credit in this quarterfinal. 7-5, Jason Twist over Stacey Vine. Starting not to expect anything to go into the pocket from the break.
Should Jason make it through to the semi-finals, I feel he would take some time out to try and break a few different ways and try and make some balls, because eventually it's going to catch up with him.
Yellow ball's in play.
And if Stacey Vine takes out these 7 yellows and gets back to 7-6, it could be sooner than later.
Nifty little shot, putting a red a little bit more awkward. And Stacey calls the Northampton countryside his home. I'm sure a lot of supporters down there.
Red balls to play.
Yes, Stacey's nickname is the Volcano. And he needs an eruption in the next couple of frames to keep him in this match.
Now you're the England team manager. Why on earth would Stacey be called the Volcano?
I think it's a play on words as much as anything. The V for Vine and the V for Volcano. The T for Tornado and the T for Twist. It seems to be a key to some of these nicknames. Whirlwind White?
Well, that certainly may be a key to taking this frame. Terrific pot for Jason Twist. A
superb shot there from Jason. And that could be the key to taking this frame. He's removed the one bad ball.
Really still requiring one more crucial pot. In it goes. Now really firm favorite to take this frame, and with it, an 8-5 lead.
He seems completely focused. He's got his eyes set on the World Championship.
That would be his greatest achievement and his lifelong ambition.
Just when it looked over, a reprieve for Stacey Vine, but Jason's been fortunate. The red balls fell between the black ball and the corner pocket. If Stacey's going to clear these balls up, he must get behind the black. A lovely shot. It would be nice if you could take the ball into middle, following the ball along the top cushion, because you would have a nice angle of the ball into the corner to get onto the black. It's a lot more difficult to force balls into center pockets and move up to the black. But he has no option now. He may have to screw up past the red and take the yellow into the corner and strew directly black for the black.
And without a doubt, the position from this last yellow to the black will hold the key to either victory or defeat for Stacey Vine here.
He's got the angle. He needs a little bit of side on the white ball off the top cushion and slide the white down the side of the table. And he's played it well.
Absolutely brilliant, and the timing couldn't be better. That's the name of the game, position. And when you've got black balls as easy as that one, you're going to win frames. He's pulled one back. It's 7-6 to Jason Twist. And Stacey Vine giving an example of supreme positional play. Just watch this. That white had to travel the full length of the table, and it's landed almost spot on the black. Couldn't have played that shot any better. And certainly saw him to victory in that frame.
Frame 15, Jason Twist to break. Game score,
So Jason Twist breaks off. He's got the advantage, but the break hasn't proved to be much of an advantage. Needs to make one. It's 7 frames apiece. They've played 14 frames, and only, I believe, on one instance, maybe 2, if I'm not forgetting one, has a ball been made off the break.
I don't think these two players have done their own work on the break shot. They know how hard they hit the break. They expect to pop balls off the break, but they've got on the 8-foot table and they just haven't made them.
Yellow ball's in play.
The key to this game of 8-ball is the break shot. If you can get the advantage in the early stages, it's very difficult for the other player to come back and take the ascendancy.
And right now, Jason having failed, Stacey Vine in with the first real opportunity, and this is a huge frame. The winner would only require one more. The loser would be forced to win the remaining 2.
And Stacey Vine looks better at the moment than he's looked all the match. He looks very confident. He's striking the cue ball much better than he was in the early stages. He's absolutely perfect on that ball. Just drop the yellow ball into the corner. He'll drop onto the yellow into the opposite corner pocket.
And of course, if he does finish on that yellow into the bottom left as we look, could be clear sailing. He still has the luxury of the yellow over the pocket.
It'll be interesting to see what he does. And that's the answer. I suggest that was the wrong shot. He should have just dropped on the yellow, dropped it in, potted the yellow, screwed up the table and put the black up the cushion. Under the tension of television, he's gone to move the black to make the finish that much easier.
And now, black precariously perched over the corner pocket and no obvious shot on the last remaining yellow. This must certainly favor Jason Twist.
We may see Stacey go for the big cross double into the opposite middle.
Foul, 2 visits.
He's knocked in one of Jason's red balls, and at the same time he's been fortunate to put one of them over the black ball. Jason must clear up his 5 loose reds with 1 visit and use his 2 visits to get the red ball in front of the black. Jason's confidence hasn't gone. He's done it the first shot. A sign that he doesn't feel the pressure to clear the balls up with just his 1 visit. How tough this ball is across the nap.
Struck with a lot of confidence. The heat of the moment now. Can Jason Twist respond?
Showing nerves of steel. He's got many options from this shot. The confidence he showed in dislodging the red from away the black on the first visit is proving to be justified as he takes away the last 5 reds to take this frame.
Straightforward, simple red, and an even easier black to follow. And a real sign of confidence from Jason Twist in a huge frame.
These blacks are my favorites.
Those blacks are everybody's favorites, and it's Jason Twist surging in front. He needs 1 more frame now for a place in the semifinals.
Let's do it.
It's definitely nail-biting time. Both these players carrying the English flag as high as possible. And I know you, as English manager, must be very proud and probably sorry to say that there's got to be a loser here.
This is the most important match of these 2 young men's lives. And the way they're playing, especially over the latter stages, is just tremendous. No easy ball has been missed for some time.
And it's an open table for Jason. Stacey having broken off. And with no shock, the ball didn't go in. We've seen an awful lot of pool played before this quarterfinal. And at no time have we seen such a stretch of balls not being potted off the breaks by both players.
Open table.
It's fortunate for the 2 of them that both players have done that. Had we had a match where one player was making balls from the break and the other wasn't, it would have been a heck of an advantage.
Yes, we'd have been home by now.
I don't think we should knock it too much because these two players have probably played their quarter-final as fast as anybody.
I agree, Alan. The break's really the only things that have gone astray. There have been some tremendous outs that Jason Twist has provided us with, and Stacy Vine has shown us nerves of steel. He's hanging tough.
I must apologise for the pun, but there could be another twist in the tail yet, Jim. Well, Stacy Vine looks likely to level this match up at 8 frames all.
Again, very useful shot from Stacy. He's not willing to throw in the towel yet. Really a bad shot, Alan.
It is,
wanted
but
to drop much easier on this open yellow. But again, taking the initiative and covering the pocket. And we've seen that prove very useful time and time again. Early advantage to Stacy Vine here.
And although he's fluked a ball there, he's done himself no favours whatsoever. He's put another ball over the yellow in the corner, and it seems certain that he will lose this frame and the match will go the full distance.
Stacy looks very composed.
30 seconds
He's
remaining.
doing his utmost to force that one frame decider, the pressure cooker. That's what it'll be. But he's got to get there first.
He could well have left a free ball. If Stacy can't see both sides of his yellow, he'll have the option to pick the white ball up and put it behind the balk line.
And our referee, Mike Regan, having a very good look right now. And indeed, the foul snooker awarded.
Stacy now has the option of potting a red ball or nominating a red ball. If he should pot it, he still have 2 shots. Or he could have put the white ball behind the balk line. And I'm surprised he hasn't done that. The reason for that shot may be that he's cleared the pocket for the black.
Without a doubt, Alan. That could have been his only logic.
Have you ever seen 2 new players to television play with such composure?
Well, they're providing us with a center stage performance, and it's going to go down to 1 frame to decide which one of these 2 combatants is going to be through to the semifinals in this Embassy Whirlpool Championship. 8 frames apiece, and all to play for. And really, the person at home might not have understood what Stacy Vine was doing here when he took that red. But you were so right, Alan. He cleared the path for the black, and he made it pay heavy dividends. Jason Twist, you can still afford a smile, but you know the nerves are churning inside. That man the icy steel glare. He's focusing himself. And there, the handshake, the sportsmanship that is always evident in this game of professional pool, and how big the break would be now to fluke a ball.
What a time to pot the white. Fortunately for Jason, it's only one visit. Because striking the white ball into a pocket from the break is only deemed as a one-visit foul. But what a chance for Stacey.
All down to one frame. This men's quarterfinal, the winner, his hopes and dreams still alive. The loser on his way home to think about it.
That's not worked out perfect. The yellow ball has gone behind the black. But he may still carry on going for these balls. What an advantage to have some balls down in the last frame. And also he has an angle now from the ball into the center to disturb that one bad yellow. That hasn't worked out too well. But once again, he's got another opportunity. He's chosen the safety.
The early initiative. That's what he wants over Jason Twist.
Jason must pot this yellow in the pocket. If he waits for one shot and chooses not to do it, it could be curtains. The finish would be very difficult for Stacey from in that corner jaw. He would only be able to see one potable ball into the bottom corner, and position from that would be impossible.
Well, obviously he heard you. He's taken your advice, but not in respect to leaving the white in the jaws.
That was crazy, Jim. If he puts this yellow into the center, there's a lucky kiss from the red onto the yellow on the top cushion. It's curtains for Jason. And how lucky he was to get away with that.
He still does have the 2 visits, remember. But this isn't easy.
So unlucky. He's made the clearance easy, but knocked one of Jason's balls into the center pocket.
Yes, so often Lady Luck plays a part. The 2 visits to Jason Twist, and just how big those will be.
30 seconds remaining.
He's playing this one into the bottom corner. If he does miss it, he's got a safety valve. He'll feel a lot better now. And he's gone on the defense again. I suggest he's got the safety valve. He would have been better suited to remove a couple of more balls from the top end of the table. We've seen Stacey knock a couple of these in tonight. I think that puts the seal on it. Only the tension of the occasion could cost Jason Twist the match from here. He's got the most simple of finishes with 2 visits.
And that luxury of having the 2 visits firmly in Jason Twist's grasp right now. But again, Alan, you can't account for the pressure of the situation. But surely, this is a chance that he's got to put to full use. And lest I remind the people at home, under these circumstances, there's nothing easy.
Once again, he looks very composed. You wouldn't believe he's playing for a place in the semi-final of the World Championships. And he's going to take this match 9 frames to 8 and still carry the visit.
Terrific play. Jason Twist, certain to go through. They're great friends on the table and bitter enemies on it. And at this occasion, it's Jason Twist. He's going to be going through to the semifinal by virtue of a 9-8 squeaker over Stacey Vine of England.
And so, like his famous namesake, this is one Twist who clearly wants more, and now he's got it. Jason Twist through into the semi-finals of this Embassy World Pool Championships, a step closer to achieving his personal dream. Congratulations to him. Commiserations, though, to Stacey Vine, a gallant loser after another epic encounter which has gone right to the wire. Do hope you enjoyed it. Join us again next time. From all of us here in Chorley, bye-bye for now.